remind you that this is a non-smoking flight. Thank you for your attention. Refer to the safety card located in the seat pocket in front of you for more information.
Duty-free shopping is available on this seat. To browse house.
Cabin crew to landing stations, thank you.
근데 우리 꿈은 것도 말고. 我再切一个。过来了都。
爸爸，我差不多可以那个。
เ
Watch the super trees come to life as we unveil the dazzling showcase of lights and musical treats.
可以就是配合一下今天的主题，我一看，他配合他发的制图。
张学友的《Jackie》专辑当中，那他也是凭这首歌曲，在1987年那年拿了很多大奖。
Before using, remove any high-heeled shoes and be sure to leave everything behind.